Welcome, everyone. I'm Rainey, and this is episode 1 of Chasing Greatness, the quest for Barry Sanders' rushing record. I will respect your time and try to edit any loading or downtime from the sim. Coach Barry Sanders has just taken over the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Much like Colorado hiring Deion Sanders, OSU is attempting to bring life to the program with the hiring of the legendary Barry Sanders. In 2022, Oklahoma State had one of the worst rushing attacks in the nation. They only averaged 3.4 yards a carry and were near the bottom in almost every single rushing category. Barry Sanders has been brought back to fix this. The goal of the sim is to get a running back to break Barry Sanders' rushing record of 2,850 yards. That's going to be extremely hard to pull off, but we're going to try our best. We're going with a pro-style, run-heavy offense. And we are going to use God mode, which I know I've never really done before, but we are going to use it for this situation so we can make our coordinators also have a run-heavy offense. Right now, the game does not create coordinators with this setting, so for the only way to have a matching offensive coordinator, we've got to switch their schemes. Now, of course, we are not going to cheat the system. We will only switch someone who already has a run preference as their previous offensive scheme and preferences. So we're not going to change like a spread, pass first kind of guy and change him into a running coordinator. So we're just going to have to stick on what we got. We're not going to change any ratings at all. We're going to just try to recruit and build up our players. We're going to try to build up the offensive line and our running backs. Don't really care about the quarterbacks or the receivers. We will try to recruit some of those as well, but we're going to focus on getting a good rushing attack. Okay, so let's enable God mode. That's going to allow us to change our coordinator schemes. We're going to just change simple with hair, just so we have a... I just kind of like those faces a little bit more. Okay, let's take a look at our team. We have two really good quarterbacks to start off with. Of course, we're going to run heavy, so I don't think they're going to get much of a chance to throw the ball. Offensive line, we have a couple of good offensive linemen, sprinkle out a couple of good defensive players. So we're starting off with a halfway decent team. Okay, looks like we have a couple of nice boosts. William Eubanks is going to be a great offensive lineman. Let's just check out his run blocking real quick. An 82. Most of his rating is coming from his 113 strength, so we definitely will try to build his running blocking. Our two quarterbacks had some great bounces ups. A 94 and a 93, not bad. No, that's his name. I was about to say Noel. Looks like it's No Austin. And Vincent Wallace both jump up nicely. So we're really starting off with a great offensive line. However, we do not have a dominant running back. Looks like our highest running back's an 83. I doubt he's going to be the one to break Barry Sanders' record, but hey, we're going to have to find out. So we're going to go ahead and hop to our coaches real quick and go ahead and make that offensive change to our coordinator. Let's see, Matthew Kurtz. He's a level 15 offensive genius, pro style run first. We're going to edit his play calling style to an aggressive run heavy style. That's the only change we're going to make. We're not going to mess with his offense or his training or his recruiting because that'd be kind of unfair. Okay, we got that change done. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, we're going to have an effective play calling level of 12, which 13 is the highest, but this is really nice to start off with. Defensively, we are starting off with a 13, so we do have a very good defensive coordinator. I think he might be on the older side. Let's see. Yeah, he's 50, so I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay with us, but for now, I'm glad we have him. Okay, looking at our roster, it looks like a pretty decent roster overall. Okay, let's go to preseason. Okay, normally I train quarterbacks to make my team as best as possible. However, we really want to focus on our running attack. Wow, this quarterback room is probably the best I've ever seen starting off a save. Two 93 or above quarterbacks with a backup 76 A plus. That's really nice. Okay, let's look at our running backs. All right, Zapata is going to be our starting running back. He has decent speed and evasion. His strength is not bad. Uh, Very good ball security and ball carrier vision. He's just an overall good running back. He's not great. He's not going to probably lead the league, but we are. It's who we got, so we're going to have to use him. And since we're running the ball a lot, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our backup running back as well, even though he's not going to get a lot of carries. Okay, we're really going to focus on getting our offensive line better, especially in run blocking situations. Okay, recruiting wise, we are going to focus on picking up offensive linemen. We're probably going to try to recruit 3 to 4 every season, regardless of need. Keep trying to find the right group of offensive linemen to give us the best chance to get a lot of yards. Also, we're going to be trying to recruit running backs as we go. And then we're going to try to focus on defensive players. So if we can stop them on defense, we can get the ball back and run the football. Because if you get too far behind, the AI is going to make our guys pass. Even though we're a run heavy offense, we'll pass more than I want to. So we're going to try to have a good defense and a very solid offensive line. So let's see if we can find a couple of those players. Okay, nothing there. We're going to try to stay with B plus or better potential, which looks like we're striking on everyone so far. But we are going to try to add a lot of guys. We're going to focus on picking up 12 to 15 during the regular season recruiting period, and then fill in the rest with transfers and guys that are not getting heavily targeted. Okay, we still have the interest score advantage. I feel like we've already added enough linebackers. Yeah. Even though we need a lot of linebackers, that's enough targets for linebackers, so we'll drop them out. We are definitely going to add a lot of running backs. We're only going to keep the best of the best. Okay, we're up to 30 targets. We'll go ahead and add back quarterback receiver in case there's a couple of those guys. Because we got to have some recruited. We can't just have no receivers because eventually we do have to throw the ball hopefully less than 20 times a game, but we need to be ready to actually do that. Okay, we have a bunch of offensive linemen and running backs. We can take those off for now. Try to focus on the defensive side of the ball. So we can add another tight end. Now we'll focus on defense. Okay, we got our 40 targets. Okay, on a spring two. Okay, only a +1 on strength. It happens. Ball security +2. At least it's not 1. Okay, we'll go back to our offensive line, trying to keep growing those guys. Only a +2. Come on, Lomax. That hurts. Okay, we'll check our targets, see if we found anyone B+ or above. Nope. Nope. A-. There we go. Go ahead and give him one of our best pitches. Go ahead and start the point earning process. A lot of C potential so far. Okay, B+. B-. He's got to go. Okay, on to summer 1. +5. Nice jump. Nice jump for sure. Go evasion. +2. Nice little bump. Our tight ends are pretty bad. Since we're running a balanced or pro formation scheme, they are going to get in the game a lot. So we really do need to improve this a little bit. He is a decent run blocker, though. +3, that helps a little bit. +1 only. Oh well. Let's check out our recruits, see if we got any more B+ or better potential players. Okay, we have 3 so far. Quarterback. I mean, we're having good luck with quarterbacks so far. He's a B. We're going to get rid of him too. B-. B-. Lots of C's. Let's clear these guys out quick. Okay, let's check out some more of our guys. Potentials are not looking good. Oh, A-. Romeo Potter. He could be our future starting running back. So we have one action left. Defensive coordinator one. Okay, on to the last training session of the year, summer 2. Last chance for improving our players. +3 in speed. So Zapata ends up gaining 12 points of skill points and I think 2 overall rating. So pretty good offseason for him. +2. Not bad. Okay, so our offensive line looks pretty solid. We have a 97, a 94, 88, an 86, and a 77. The future of the offensive line doesn't look great, so we definitely got to recruit heavily on that to get better. Okay, last check of our potential recruits. Let's clear out all our pitches real quick. Okay, we found 5 guys so far that we're going to hold on to. And we're, of course, going to have to go back and find some more targets to get higher amount of players on our target list since we've removed pretty much everyone. Okay, we'll keep him on the list. Sorry, Rodriguez. F potential. Definitely can't keep you around. B minus, gone. Okay, let's take a quick look on who else is available right now. We definitely have to add more offensive linemen, even though we added a ton earlier. Most of their potentials were not high enough. We're going to have to add more running backs and more linebackers for sure. Okay, let's focus on that first. And then we'll hit the other positions as well. Let's look at 3 stars only at first. But if we start losing the interest score battle, we will drop down to 2 stars as well. Okay, that should be enough linebackers. We can go ahead and take them off the list. Okay, we still have the interest score advantage, so we can definitely add all these guys with no problem. It's getting a little bit closer now, only +7. Still have the advantage. So now we have 11 offensive linemen to look at, 9 running backs. Okay, we can try to add a few DBs and safeties. And we should probably try to add a tight end as well. See how many more we got. We can add 2 more guys. Okay, still have a 5-point interest score advantage. Actually, let's clear that out quickly. Go ahead and get these pitches saved for our players here. Okay, we're ready to get to preseason expectations. Not sure what they're going to expect of us. We do have seems like a pretty good offense. Okay, they want us to win at least 8 games or win the division. We do have a lot of talent. Our boosters are pretty poor. 4 silver, 1 bronze. Hopefully we can pick up some golds and diamonds as we go. Okay, we're starting off with the number 11th ranked offense in the country. Defense is an 82. So we should have a good chance of having a good year. Of course, we're definitely going to run the football. Old Dominion also likes running the football, so it should be an interesting matchup. Okay, we're going to go to depth chart quickly. We want our running back to get the lion's share of the carries. Now, if we realize this is actually hurting his performance, we can drop that down a little bit. We'll have to see. Okay, go ahead and get our offers out to everyone with B plus or above potential. Okay, only 7 so far. Okay, Antonio Allen, we can also try to go after him. More poor potential. Okay, we're gonna have to wait and find out about the other guys. We will go ahead and schedule the visits for these players. Okay, we're trying to focus on the BYU visit as they are a top 25 team at this time. That can always change, so we'll have to see. Iowa State is our rival, though, so we might add a couple of visits for them as well. Okay, we'll find out about the rest of the recruits next time. We can go ahead and send one more pitch. Okay, we're finally to some offense. Hopefully we can get a lot of rushing yards. Let's find out. Okay, to halftime, we're only up 5. Let's see how our rushing attack is so far. Zapata is running the ball very well. Lucas has done okay in his few carries. We'll see if we can keep it up. To the fourth quarter, Oklahoma State is pulling further ahead. And last 5 minutes, still got a solid lead, and they hold on to win 35-19. Zapata gets 26 carries, 127 yards, which is not a bad game, but he's definitely not going to catch Barry Sanders' record rushing like that. But 5 rushing touchdowns, Bolden with 4 rushing touchdowns on his own. It's really nice. Okay. Of course, we set all kind of records for the first week. Uh, okay, Zane Zapata has the most rushing attempts in the NCAA so far. Bolden leads in rushing touchdowns. However, Zapata does have 2 fumbles. So we might have to keep an eye on that and take his carries away if he can't hold on to the football. Okay, let's check some recruiting quickly. Okay, gotta clean the list out some more. Let's find out about a couple more of our recruits that we're looking at. These are not good grades. B minus is not terrible, but that's not what we're looking for right now. F plus is terrible. Okay, that's enough for that. Go ahead and make sure all of our B plus potential guys have offers, and they do. Okay, Indiana is offering Allen a great pitch every week, or they did last week for sure. So we're probably going to change his pitch to a better one. See, head coach good. Who has our DC good? Okay, De Silva does. 821 ahead. probably get away with just offering him an okay pitch. Then go back to Allen, give him a little bit more of a bump. Okay, not bad. Okay, we'll find out more about those recruits as we go. Okay, UCF is a balanced offensive team. They had 575 yards in their first game, but on the other side, they gave up a ton of yards. So, should be a good matchup, though. We're very equal in talent. We do have a slight advantage on offense, but it should be close. Okay, the AI believes we can win. We're 4.5 point favorites. Let's see if we can keep it up. Okay, to halftime, we're up 7. Let's see how our rushing attack is. Zapata with a great first half, 124 yards. He did run the ball 20 times, but hey, it's a nice first half. Okay, to the fourth quarter, we're only up by 7, 5 minutes left, only up 3. We do have the football, so let's see if we can run the clock out. 2nd and 10. Zapata's carried the ball a lot this half, but he has not got many yards at all. So he might be tired from carrying the ball too much. We might have to look into giving him less carries. Okay, we're able to run out a minute, but they still have plenty of time. But they turn it over on downs. We should run out the clock to end it, and we do. Victory for Oklahoma State. Coach Barry Sanders 2-0 in his career so far. Zapata carries the ball for 30 times, 138 yards. I mean, in the second half, he had 10 carries for 14 yards, so not that great. Okay, on to week 3 versus Houston. Okay, we bounced up to the top 25, so nice job there. We set more single game records. We'll keep on doing that probably for a few weeks until it starts stabilizing a little bit. Okay, Houston also likes to run the football, so that should be a good matchup. We'll check recruits real quick. Let's see, not terrible recruits, just we need guys over B plus. F plus is definitely not going to get there, or D minus. Okay, we can add another one, another linebacker, and a running back, B plus. Okay, we're already pretty far behind on Lucas. We do have the interest score advantage, so we can start gaining a little bit. Maybe we throw a little bit of cash his way, it could also help. Okay, looks like we have solid leads with Best and Bay. Antonio Allen, they offered a scholarship, that's why they went ahead a little bit more. Offer him a little bit of money as well. Same thing for Bahina. I don't know, that seems like a pretty far away. They offered him a little bit of cash. He hasn't had their visit yet either, though. They did not offer a pitch last week, though, so we might be able to gain a little bit more ground. We'll give a little bit of cash and see what happens. Okay, we're ahead of the other guys so far, so that's looking good. Definitely going to probably add more running backs. We'll find out about these guys first, though. Okay, looks like the AI believes Houston can win this game. It's going to be a toss-up. We'll see what happens. Okay, to halftime, we're down 5. Zapata's gotten 14 carries, only 55 yards. He has added a touchdown, though. Okay, on to the fourth quarter. We're down 9. 5 minutes left. We got a little bit closer. Can the defense hold them to a field goal? This would be huge, but they cannot. Houston throws a 21-yard touchdown pass and makes the extra point. So definitely not looking good for our guys. Okay, 13-yard run, incomplete, 23-yard pass, 1 yard loss, another 1 yard loss, and a deflection. They decide to punt, which is pretty much game over. We get the ball back with 38 seconds left. And that will be your final 29-20. Houston is just able to keep us under control. Zapata could not run the ball at all. 30 carries, 85 yards. Houston's defense did an excellent job against our rushing attack, which we did a great job against their rushing attack. They only averaged 2.8 yards a carry. However, they did score more. So, our first loss of the season. Okay, we tumble out of the top 25. That was expected. Our last starting linebacker, or not linebacker, lineman at 77. He's hurt, so about to go to the bench and find somebody. A couple more records were set. Okay, Iowa State, our rival's not a great team, so hopefully we can get back to the running the ball well, getting at least 150 yards rushing, I hope. Okay. Rowan Chase from North Dakota, an A minus. We can keep him around. Okay, right now we have 12 targets, a B plus and above. Looks like everyone has offers. Oh, here's one. Okay, we'll check our points ahead. Make sure we're recruiting at an advantage. Okay, we're winning on 7. Antonio Allen, we made a nice push. We're still down 100. I really don't want to offer any more money. Let's see. This should be close. We'll see how next week goes. Tulsa's still ahead of us. They're offering an ace pitch with scholarship last week. Even though we threw in 300,000, we might not be able to get him. Lucas, we made a really nice jump. And we haven't had our visit yet, and Marshall has. Troy's the one ahead of us, though. They're also using the ace pitch, though, so it's going to be kind of hard to get in front of that. We're going to try our best. Thornton, we're starting to gain a little bit of ground. And Chase, like I mentioned earlier, we just added him. We're a little far behind. We might not be able to pick him up. We'll see. We might look for 3 or 4 guys who don't have any interest from anybody, so we'll go some 2 stars as well. We need to add a corner and a safety, and one more linebacker, maybe one more offensive lineman. Let's see. D minus. F plus. We're going to take junior college out. Okay, just adding a couple more players, seeing if we can find some guys who can help us out. Okay, that should be enough additions for now. We'll see how it looks soon. Okay, we're favored to win by 12.5. That's nice. Okay, to halftime, we're up 14-0. Fourth quarter, we're only up 10. Last 5 minutes, they're a little bit closer, and they do have the football. They do score with 1:26 left. We're tied. That is not good. Zapata's gotten the carried ball 23 times with only 75 yards. Let's see if our offense can get a score in right before the end of the game. Okay, 1 yard loss, 2 yard loss, 47-yard pass by Bolden. That's really nice. Should be able to get us a field goal from there. 4-yard run, 22-yard pass with 6 seconds left, and the field goal is good. Bolden coming up clutch. Doesn't get to throw the ball a lot, but when he does a great job. Okay, Zapata did not have a great game rushing. 26 carries, only 76 yards. Iowa State, though, goes down 20-17. We moved to 3-1 on the season and 2-1 in conference. Okay, let's try to speed this up a little bit. I know I'm taking a while, but I'm just trying to get the right guys for this program. Because if we're going to break the record, Coach Sanders needs the best players he can get. Potential's not there. Nope. Okay, we can keep him. We can find about the other guys later. Okay, they're not great against stopping the run. I think they're number 98 in the country, so maybe we can get back on track with our running attack. Okay, to halftime, we're up 7. Fourth quarter, we're down 28-21, down 7, but we do have the football. We do not score, though. Missed field goal. That hurts. But our defense makes a stop. Zapata so far has 26 carries and 99 yards. Let's see what he can do. Okay, last 5 minutes. It's tied. We're not able to score, though. UCLA cannot either, though. So can we come up with a very clutch drive here? We do not. And it looks like we're going to overtime. We'll try to speed up a little bit. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's painful. We'll see what our team can do. 14-yard run by Zapata, 4-yard run by Henry, and Zapata gets in from 7 yards out. Oklahoma State wins in overtime over 22 ranked UCLA. So 34-28, great win. Zapata ends up getting a nice bit of yards toward the end. 3 touchdowns, 132 yards. Okay, looks like we've moved up to number 22 in the country after beating the former 22 ranked UCLA. I'm starting to wonder though, is our heavy rushing attack actually hurting us? As you can tell, we're when it shows the play calling screen, we're focused on heavy run, so the AI knows we're trying to run the football, but we're going to keep at it for just a little bit longer. You know what? We're going to hold on to him. B plus, nice. D, gotta go. D minus. A, gotta love it. Okay, big game against Baylor. We're favored to win by 4.5. To halftime, we're down 4. Fourth quarter, down 4 still. Last 5 minutes, we've gotten a little bit closer. Can the defense hold them? They can. We got one more chance. However, a fumble return for a touchdown. Houston Lucas fumbles the football. Baylor with a major touchdown there. 1:31 left. Let's see what happens. Intercepted, and that's ball game. So Baylor pulls off the minor upset 21-13. Zapata's not able to run the ball effectively. 32 carries, 95 yards. So Oklahoma State falls to 4-2 on the season. We do drop out of the top 25. Lomax is healthy, so that should help our offensive line just a little bit. A minus. So Crane from Missouri. We can keep him on the list. A lot of guys that weren't going to help us out. Low potential players, so we'll make sure we have a scholarship offer to everyone with a good potential. Let's take a quick look. Looks like we do. Okay, Kansas is 0-6 on the season, but they could definitely beat us, so hopefully we can play well. We are going to adjust a little bit with the running back. Maybe if we can go just make him a workhorse running back, he'll get some better carries. Okay, we're favored to win by 1.5. Let's see if we can do that. To halftime, we're up 1. Fourth quarter, we're still up 1. We do have the football, though. Okay, 3rd and 9. Let's see what happens here. A 17-yard pass for a touchdown. Major, major pass right there. Can our defense hold them one more time? They cannot, but they do prevent the 2-point conversion. However, Kansas gets the onside kick. That is just painful. We'll see how our defense can handle it. Okay, getting set up for a field goal. They miss it though from 49 yards out. Oklahoma survives, almost being upset by Kansas. Zapata gets 18 carries for 72 yards. Definitely took a lot off his running attack. Bolden did have a great quarterback game, 22 of 25 for 300 something yards. However, Zapata, he's definitely not going to be breaking Barry's record, which we already knew that. Okay, Oklahoma State is 5-2 on the season. Set a lot of new passing records for that game. Very good passing game. Okay, we don't have a game this week. We got the bye. Just to make sure we're ahead on most of our recruits. We're ahead of 11 guys. We're pretty close on Brian. I'm pronouncing the name Zong? Sing? I'm not completely sure. We'll offer a little bit of money, even though he doesn't care about NIL, and see if we can find him a better pitch from guys who don't really need it. Okay, a little bit more of a bounce there, so maybe we can get ahead of him. We're still pretty far behind on Thornton. We'll have to add 400K to get in front. He is an A- player, though. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, De Silva, his rating is going higher. We are behind by 400 points, though. Do we have a chance? We do have a visit coming up, so we can definitely catch up. Maybe throw a little bit of money his way as well. Easton Bahina, he's already had our visit, and we're still behind Tulsa. They are using an ace pitch, though, and they've offered similar NIL money. We'll throw a little bit more cash. We're not going to go much more, though. And we're pretty far behind on Lucas and Chase. We haven't had our visit yet, though, so that could definitely give us a nice advantage. Throw a little bit of money his way. We'll see. Okay, on to week 9 against Las Vegas. We'll see how it goes. Take a quick look at our recruits. We're up on a few more guys. We made the jump, so that's nice. Really, really close on De Silva. Still behind on Bahina. And of course, still behind on these two. Okay, UNLV. They haven't had a great season. Doesn't mean they can't beat us, though. Okay, to halftime, we're up 20. Final 5 minutes, we're up 34. Looks like we got the victory. 44-7. Great game by Oklahoma State. Zapata gets 20 carries, 158 yards. Really nice game for him. Lucas also runs the ball well. Oklahoma State almost getting 300 yards of total offense from rushing, and they had 300 yards passing. They were just a lot better than Las Vegas today. Okay, on to a big match with BYU. We have a lot of visits coming for this game. Okay, looks like we land our first recruit of this save. Francisco Crane from Missouri, A- offensive lineman. He's joining us. Zapata did set the Oklahoma State rushing record for per game with 158. So that's nice. Okay, BYU likes to run the football, so we'll try to stop him there. Let's check out our team stats just really quickly. We'll see how we're doing running the ball. Okay, we're not in the top 25 or top 15. Okay, we're number 25 in the country in running. I wish it could be better, but we don't really have a great running back. So it is what it is. Okay, big game against BYU. Let's see how it goes. To halftime, up 18. Really nice. To the fourth quarter, still same score. Final 5 minutes. BYU's made it a lot closer. So hopefully we can run out the clock. We run out most of the clock, but we do not score. Let's see what happens with BYU. They don't either, though, so that's ball game. Zapata carries the ball 22 times for 100 yards. Oklahoma State as a team gets 258 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns, and that secures the victory. We should definitely land 2 or 3 recruits after this game. We had a lot of people coming for a visit, so that was a big win for us. Okay, Oklahoma State is back in the top 25. However, one of our backup running backs, Henry, has a major injury for 5 weeks, so he's not going to be able to play much. We do land a lot of recruits. We get Bay as a quarterback, B+. We pick up Stanley O'Neill, an A running back, and Curtis McGill from Virginia, and Alexis Turner from Missouri. Okay, everyone who committed that week came from us, or came to us, so that's nice. Okay, we're still pretty far back on a couple like Bahina and Lucas, but we're extremely close on Thornton, so if we can get him a better pitch, we might be able to pull ahead. We just really don't have any good recruiters right now. Defensive lineman, good. That could be the only thing that's probably better. Yeah, by a little bit. I really don't want to offer any more cash, though. If we don't get him, we just don't get him. Okay, TCU's 9-0, having a great season so far. We do have similar talent, so we could beat them. We'll just have to see what happens. They have a very balanced attack. They can pass the ball and run the ball well. We'll try to stop their passing. Okay, with our main backup hurt, we're going to move back to an every down back for Zapata. That will mess up some of his stats because he'll probably be tired a little bit, but we definitely need him. Okay, TCU's favored to win by 11. Not good for our guys. All right, to halftime, we're only down 2, and we actually had the lead until we gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown at the very last play of the half, so that hurts. Okay, the fourth quarter, we're tied. Last 5 minutes, still tied. Can the defense hold them? They can. We'll see what the offense can do right here. Getting a 37-yard field goal with 2:36 left. However, TCU comes back and gets a field goal of their own. However, with 42 yards out with 4 seconds left, Marvin Cherry makes a huge kick, set up big time by a 44-yard pass to Micah Stevenson. Zapata runs the ball 33 times for 194 yards, his best game as a Cowboy. So that's a major upset for Oklahoma State, defeating the undefeated TCU 26-23. Okay, that win jumps us up to number 17 in the country. We do have one of our offensive linemen, Eli Staten, get hurt, or Staten. I'm gonna go Staten. So that's an injury that will diminish his ability, but we are going to keep him in there. Okay, Romeo Potter from Texas. He's now committed to Oklahoma State. He liked seeing us beat TCU. Okay, Kansas State, 5-5. They like to run the football, so very similar to us. They do have similar talent as well. We are favored to win by 6. We'll see if we can make that come true. We're down 7 at halftime, down 3 at the start of the fourth quarter. But however, Kansas State has a huge fourth quarter. They're way ahead now. That should be ball game. TCU, oh, not TCU, sorry. Oklahoma State does come up with a touchdown to make it a little bit closer. But TCU, not, oh man, I gotta quit messing that up. I'm obsessed with TCU. I guess the purple's throwing me off. Kansas State adds a field goal and makes it 37-24, and that's the final. Pretty good upset for them. Zapata does run the ball well, 179 yards and a touchdown. However, the defense could not stop Kansas State. They have no problem beating us 37-24. Okay, we landed another recruit, Alonzo from Connecticut, 57 overall player, but B plus potential. We do fall out of the top 25 with that loss. We have one game left. Let's see if top performers, somehow our running back's on that list. He is not. Let's see what kind of stats he has right now. He is second in the nation in rushing yards, 1,359. He is really far behind Jesus Thomas, especially since Thompson only has 212 carries. He's averaging 6.6 yards a carry. Zapata's 4.6. Okay, we do miss out on a couple of players that we're trying to pick up. We were very close on Thornton, but we lost out to Utah State for him. We lost out on De Silva, which we kind of expected, and we lost out on Lucas. Okay, Cincinnati likes running the football. We have the talent advantage. Let's see if we can make use of that. We're only favored to win by 2, though. We are playing in Cincinnati. We're up 15 at half. We're up 12 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. We're only up 8. See if we can shoot the clock and run the clock out. We do run most of the clock out. However, Cincinnati is going to get 1 or 2 more plays to try to come back. They do not, though. Interception at the end. Zapata gets 129 yards and a touchdown. Bolden a touchdown. Also interception, though. Okay, we bounced back into the top 25 with a victory. We will be playing the Big 12 Conference Championship game. Silva ends up signing with us, giving us another recruit. We do lose out on Chase. That was a close battle, but that's okay. Can't get everybody. There's 5 targets left on our list. Antonio Allen. Throw a little bit of cash so we can get in front of him. We're not going to catch up on Bahina, but we should win Caldwell. We should win Zong. And we should win Best. So we might end up with 4 more recruits and then get the rest in the portal. Okay, TCU is going to get some revenge or get a chance of getting revenge versus us. We will be playing them in the conference championship game. Let's see how it goes. Okay, they're favored to win by 7. Okay, to halftime, we're down 3. Fourth quarter, we're down 15. Last 5 minutes, still down 15. And we end up losing 38-20. Zapata 30 carries, 120 yards. Definitely not enough to win this game. So TCU goes on to win. And we fall to 9-4 on the season with a conference championship loss. Okay, we are going bowling. We're going to the Peach Bowl. And also Staten and Henry are now healthy. And Caldwell signs with Oklahoma State as well. Last 2 targets that are available, we should get Allen and Best to push us to 12 total commits. So not bad. Okay, Zapata is the first team All-American running back for the nation. He had 1,600 yards rushing with 14 touchdowns. He also had 156 yards receiving. Eubanks and Austin both make All-American teams as second and third. All conference, we end up with looks like 4 of our offensive linemen, so not bad at all. Okay, on to our bowl game against Missouri. They're 6-6, so hopefully we can hold out and get a victory and get to 10 wins. Okay, they're a balanced team, 80 and 83, so we have a little bit of a talent advantage. We're favored to win by 3. Okay, into halftime, we're up 4. Fourth quarter, it's tied. Last 5 minutes, it's still tied 27-27. Let's see how our star running back's doing. Zapata's carried the ball 30 times for 139 yards. Not bad. Okay, let's see what our offense can do. They cannot score. Can the defense hold Missouri? They cannot. Missouri makes a 42-yard field goal with 7 seconds left. That should be ball game. Last play of the game. Incomplete, and Oklahoma State loses in the Peach Bowl 30-27 against Missouri. Okay, so Oklahoma State ends up 9-5 for the season. Allen and Best end up signing letters of intent to join us. That helps a little bit. So as the 87 rank or 87 overall rated offense, 11th in the country, 82 rated defense, 50th in the country, we finished 9-5. So I think this offensive playbook or scheme probably, I would say, might hold us back a little bit. We're still going to, we're trying to get Barry Sanders' record, so we're still run the football. However, I think we need a better running back to really make it work. I mean, Zapata was not a bad running back, of course. He was an 86 overall rated player, 93 speed, 88 evasion, 84 strength, with 90s in both security and vision. But he was not enough to carry the team. So he ended up with 1,767 yards, 16 rushing touchdowns, broke 21 tackles. However, Barry Sanders' record is 2,850 rushing yards, so under 1,000 away. So, over 1,000 away. So we'll have to keep on working. 386 carries, so he definitely had the chances. We just need a little bit more production. Okay, we're going to wrap the video up here. Next video will be the off-season recruiting and see if we can find some more offensive linemen and running backs to help us chase down Barry Sanders' record. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you don't mind, just click like and subscribe. That'll really help me out. And if you're still watching this far into it, thank you. All right, guys, y'all have a good one.